walk in the footsteps of the Apostle Paul, soak in Cleopatra's ancient pool, and wake up inside a cave as hot air balloons float by your window? Let me show you why Turkey is that country. Turkey blew me away not just with the beauty and culture, but with the deep history that connects so strongly to my faith. In this video, I'm taking you through 20 unforgettable things to do across Turkey, from Istanbul's spiritual wonders to the early church ruins in Revelation, all the way to the balloon-filled skies of Cappadocia. Whether you're planning a trip or just dreaming up one, you're about to discover why Turkey needs to be on your list. And wait until you see number 11. It changed the way I read my Bible. So let's get into it, shall we? Number 1. Step inside the Hagia Sophia. Start your journey where empires collide. This building has been a church, a mosque, a museum, and mosque again. The blend of Christian mosaics and Islamic calligraphy feels like you're standing at the intersection of history and eternity. Number 2. You would want to visit the Blue Mosque. It's right across from the Hagia Sophia. The Blue Mosque is both an architectural marvel and a place of deep reverence. Don't rush through it though. Just pause and soak in the serenity. Here's a tip though. You will need a scarf to cover your hair and your ears. So make sure, if you're a lady, make sure to bring a scarf with you, or else you would have to get one at the door. Number 3. Cruise the Bosphorus. A boat ride here is like flipping through a storybook. You glide between Europe and Asia while palaces, mosques, and everyday life unfold around you. In case you didn't know, Turkey is a country that sits on 2 continents, which is Europe and Asia. So it's kind of a wonder in itself, isn't it? Number 4, you would want to wander and shop the Egyptian spice market. This place smells like heaven. Think dried fruits, colorful spices, Turkish delights, and teas in every flavor you can imagine. As a tea lover, this was heaven for me. I bought a lot of teas. This place is vibrant. You would expect it to be a little chaotic because it's a market, but it's actually quite organized. And honestly, it's delicious. They give you a lot of teas, a lot of things to sample. So make sure you take it in and enjoy it as much as you can. Number 5. Tour the Dolmabahçe Palace. Honestly, this was the first place I visited when I was in Turkey, and it just blew me away. This is royalty on display. Think crystal chandeliers, gold staircases, and a seaside setting makes it one of the most stunning palaces that I have ever visited. Like, it was grand. Number 6. Explore Balat's colorful streets. Balat is that picture-perfect neighborhood. Rainbow houses, vintage cafes, and quiet corners that feel like a scene from a movie. You want to spend a nice afternoon or evening here. It can get quite crowded in the particular streets where all the colorful houses are, but just, take your time and just take it in. And I would suggest having lunch here as well. It really allows you to really get the full energy and the vibe of the place. Number 7. Walk on cotton clouds of Pamukkale. Honestly, I saw this on an Instagram video and I thought, I have to go see that place. Pamukkale looks like it belongs on another planet. These white terraces filled with warm mineral water are not just photogenic, they're healing apparently. And the ruins of Hierapolis that's right above it, it's amazing. So make sure you do visit those 2 places. Number 8. Take a sunrise hot air balloon over Pamukkale. Now, hear me for a second. Oftentimes people go to Turkey and they take a sunrise hot air balloon in Cappadocia. However, it's becoming ridiculously expensive to take a hot air balloon in Cappadocia, and oftentimes you actually don't know, or most people don't know or don't see, that you can actually take a hot air balloon over Pamukkale. So this is something different that you can do. It is underrated, it is surreal, and there are fewer crowds than Cappadocia, like I said, and it's just as dreamy. Like, think your photos will look different. You can get to see the white terraces from the top. Here's a tip though, if you don't like waking up early, this might not be for you, because we had to wake up about, I think, 4 a.m. to be picked up about 5 a.m. to go to the hot air balloon. But honestly, it is worth it. Number 9. Swim in Cleopatra's pool. So that's while you are in Pamukkale, you're literally swimming among ancient Roman columns in mineral-rich waters. Cleopatra probably gold after this. So yeah, bring your bathing suits when you go to Pamukkale and just get a taste of this activity. Number 10, take a Turkish bath, which is called the Hammam. It's an iconic cultural experience. You get scrubbed, steamed, and soaked like royalty. The Hammam experience is part self-care, part cultural deep dive. Whether you go traditional or luxury, you walk out refreshed and squeaky clean, like really clean. They get in there. They really do. This is an experience that can't be told about. You just have to experience it yourself. Number 11, this honestly I think was one of the reasons I went to Turkey. You have to do the 7 churches of Revelation tour, especially if you're a Christian. This was the most impactful part of my journey. Thinking Laodicea, which is the lukewarm church, visiting it made me evaluate my own faith temperature, like lukewarm or hot. It's like pick one. Sardis, talking about, is alive in name. They're known to be alive, but spiritually they're dead. This is what Jesus says about them. The ruins are haunting, and honestly, this Revelation church tour just really makes you reflect. We also went to Pergamum, where persecuted believers stood strong. You can take the cable car up to the Acropolis for epic views. These tours not only just make you think, but they're also very picturesque. We went to Thyatira. It's a small ruins, but with big message about faithfulness. And then Ephesus. I really connect with the Ephesian church. Think ancient Rome, but in Turkey. This is where Paul preached and John lived. The Library of Celsius, grand theaters, and mosaics. It's one of the most well-preserved cities of the ancient world. And yes, this is where Paul wrote to the Ephesians. And this is the church that Jesus Christ also talks about. They have forsaken their first love. As somebody that's in ministry, this is something I really, really resonate with, because it's so easy to work for God and forget to spend time with God. And then on to Philadelphia. It's small but strong, a message of endurance. And then finally Smyrna, or Izmir, it's called in modern day. It's lively and it's a coastal town now, but the faith root runs deep. Here's the thing though, Smyrna or Izmir is the only church that doesn't have ancient ruins currently right now. Anyways, let's head on to number 12. Watch or ride a sunrise hot air balloon in Cappadocia. So if you didn't want to do it in Pamukkale, you can do it in Cappadocia. Honestly, there's nothing like it. You're floating quietly above moon-like landscapes, watching the world wake up in color. Cappadocia is a must, and waking up at 4 a.m. will be the best decision of your trip, dare I say, of your life. Number 13, do a flying dress shoot with balloons in the background. Yes, it's touristy, but also you never feel more like royalty. It's really beautiful. Just imagine your photo of you in this grand colorful dress with the hot air balloons in the background and the sunrise. Oh, nothing like it. Number 14, explore the underground city of Kaymakli. Not far from those dreamy balloons are underground cities built thousands of years ago to hide from invaders. Early Christians literally lived and hid underground here, guys. When you walk through it, you would see how, I can't even imagine people actually live there. I need natural light. You'll be walking through tunnels where people once lived, worshipped, and survived. It's humbling and surreal. Number 15, you would want to visit the Göreme Open Air Museum. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is filled with rock-cut churches and frescoes from the 10th century. It's like walking into a Christian time capsule. Think cave churches and hand-painted frescoes. They tell the stories of faith under pressure. Number 16, hike through Pigeon Valley. This scenic trail is filled with caves and pigeon homes carved into stone. The views are breathtaking. I think it's better to go here in the morning or in the evening after the morning sun has gone down, because it can be quite torturing hiking through here in the midday sun. Number 17, stay in a cave hotel. We stayed at the Zaydem Suites, and a big plus, you would want to stay in one that maybe has a pool, so that you can just dive in and just really take in all the cave hotels surrounding it. Waking up inside a cozy cave with balloons outside your window, It's peak Cappadocia. This is just an experience you have to have in Cappadocia. Number 18. This is for the adventurers and those that really love adrenaline. Ride an ATV through the valleys, golden hour, dirt trails, wide open land. It's adventure meets awe. Number 19. Try pottery making in Avanos. So Avanos is this pottery town with beautiful creations of potteries. It's a hands-on experience. It can be quite hilarious too. Even if your creation flops, the memory is worth it. And you can also go home with some beautiful pottery that were handmade by professionals. And finally, end with a cave dinner and live Turkish music. I'm talking slow-cooked lamb, soft lighting, and music that stirs the soul. It's a perfect finale. It's also an opportunity for you to experience the Turkish culture. I think some of them might even have these dancers, these traditional dancers. They're called whirling dervishes. It is honestly an experience that anyone should enjoy. Here's the thing though, Turkey is massive, and planning a trip this rich in experiences can get quite overwhelming. I felt it when I was doing it the first time. I almost skipped Pamukkale, and now it's one of my top 3, unquestionably. Knowing what to do, where to go, and how to prioritize really matters. That's why I created a Turkey travel guide that breaks down all these experiences into an easy to follow itinerary with pinned live Google Maps, hotel and food recommendations, budgeting tips, and biblical context for the faith-based stops. Whether you want luxury, mid-range, or adventure, it's all in there. Honestly, this trip changed me. Seeing the churches of Revelation wasn't just informative, it was convicting. Floating in a balloon over Pamukkale wasn't just a cool photo op, it was a moment to worship, and every step, from mosques to markets to mountains, reminded me that travel isn't just about escape, it can be a divine encounter. Turkey surprised me in the best way. It challenged my faith, fed my curiosity, and left me in awe over and over again. So whether you're drawn to history or beauty or the spiritual significance, Turkey will meet you right there. So if this video helped you dream a little bigger, don't stop here. Tap the next video on the screen for more tips, stories, and inspiration to help you plan your trip. I'll see you there. Bye.